didn't see you there. So last year when I was here at Willows Park in Salem, Massachusetts, I did a tour of my van, and it was one of the first videos that got more than like 5 views. And I'm here in Salem, Massachusetts again at Willows Park, the exact same spot. Well, actually, it's a little farther up, but whatever. And I'm gonna do a tour of my van again because I've rebuilt it like 2 or 3 times, and I know so much more than I did then. It's incredible. So I'm gonna give you guys like a full tour of my van here and tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and all of that and how it works. So 2001 Chevy Astro, yes, that is a parking ticket in my front windshield there. I'm not happy about that. I've got 35 watt HIDs in the low beams, not the high beams, so that I can flick on the high beams real quick. And nothing really else done to the outside except for around back here. I've got this cargo rack. Eventually I'd like to put a box on or something for storage, especially for like wet clothes and stuff. Having wet clothes inside kind of sucks. And I put this roof, this bike rack is actually made for a roof. I got this on Amazon. It's really cheap and kind of crappy. It's kind of falling apart, but it does hold my bike on there, and I used to have it on the roof, and it was a pain. I almost fell on my ass so many times trying to get up there and get off, especially when it's raining. It was terrible. I got the weed sprayer down here. I haven't actually used that since I've been on the road this time, since I rebuilt it and left Portland, Oregon. But I used to use it to rinse my toothbrush and wash dishes and stuff. Now I use vinegar to wash dishes, and I just pour a little water on the toothbrush to rinse it. Up top, we got a 100 watt monocrystalline Renogy solar panel, and a link will be in the description for this. I do like the solar panel a lot, and it was a good deal, and it's really well made. It works great. All the Amazon links in my description are affiliate links. Just a heads up on that, but I will not tell you to go buy something I don't use myself and totally believe in. I do make a small commission, even if you use the links just to go to Amazon to buy something else. But yeah, just want to disclose that real quick. I have a fantastic vent up here. This is the very basic one. It's a 3-speed. Nothing's really special about it. It works great though. Absolutely need a roof vent. I used to have a little 6-inch one, and it was pretty terrible. This one works great. So we'll start with the front up here. Factory kind of falling apart door panel. I put a seat swivel in here. I have a video on that in my van dwelling playlist. And make sure you check out my van dwelling playlist if you're getting into the van life or you're already into it and you want to possibly learn something. So I've got a ton of videos in there I think a lot of people would find very, very helpful. Just pop on the playlist and run through it and check it out. But anyway, yeah, seat swivel, got a video on that. This thing is so great, man. You can have one person sitting there, another person sitting here, and just totally chill and relax and do whatever. I can also sit up there and work on my laptop, and that's really convenient. That's really nice. This seat's great, but the back support isn't that awesome. Let's see what else is done in the front. Not much. Oh, window tint. I got the front windows tinted. My buddy Cody from Fantastic Living. Make sure you check out his channel. He's an awesome window tinter, and he tinted my windows for me. The front ones made a huge difference with temperature transfer, both cold and hot. And I've also got Reflectix that I cut out that I press in here. And one side I painted black with, am I gonna remember the name? Plasti Dip. Yes, I did it last year. Every other video I couldn't remember the name of that. Anyway, I painted one side with black Plasti Dip so it just looked black, so they just look like blacked out windows. If you get up close to them, you can tell that it's Reflectix in the window, but from far away, you can't really tell. It just looks like totally blacked out windows. And they're darker with the sunshade in the windshield anyway. So in the back here, I designed this thing for 2 people, and I designed it to have a day mode and a night mode. And I got this kind of the centerpiece is this tri-fold full-size mattress, foam mattress. It's like 6 inches thick. Got this from Amazon. It's amazing. I love this mattress. It's the most comfortable mattress I've ever slept on in my life. Link is definitely in the description for this. I love this thing. So basically when it's day mode, it's like this. You've got this seat, which under here I keep my clothes, and I cut this pad out of my old bed that I had, and it makes an incredibly comfortable like little seat, and I can actually like sit up and just like my hair touches the ceiling, but not quite. So that's awesome. I've got a Dometic CF50 fridge here. This thing is great. Check out my website, Into the Mystery 13, and the video in my the last 2 tours with the Chevy van. The one's like ultralight Chevy van, another one's a Dodge. The dude, John, my buddy, it's amazing what he did. He took like $100 fridge and he did some relay things to it. He's got a really technical article on my website about it, but basically saved a crap ton of money and took like $100 little dorm fridge and made it so that it would turn on and off the power inverter as it needed to come on and off. And that made it so much more efficient, because if you run your power inverter all day, not only is it burning up and reducing the life of it, but it's using so much electricity just to keep that thing on all the time. So that design is a little less efficient with the battery power, but this fridge was $600, and that whole setup is like 120 or something like that. So you could save a lot of money. You could probably just buy a bigger battery and do that, and you'd be more efficient. This is a great fridge though. I love this fridge. It opens from the top, which is kind of cool. It's really efficient, really quiet. Even the sound that it makes is pleasant. So it's pretty cool. I've got my little tabletop here I do stuff on. I keep all my tripods and monopods and camera stuff in this area, so it's really quick access. And I got the shoe rack here, and this thing's really cool. I just store all kinds of stuff in there. And on the front here, and I haven't actually used it, but it's got these hooks up here I could use to hang something up there if I wanted to. And I've got this blackout curtain on a curved shower rod here, which separates the front from the back, which helps with privacy, so nobody can see me sleeping in the back or doing whatever I'm doing, whatever weird thing I'm doing. And it also helps with temperature, because the front heats up pretty fast, and yeah, it'll block that heat out from the front. Or if I heat up the back with the heater or something, it'll keep the heat in, and if it's really cold, it will help keep the heat in the back a little bit more too. I cut it a little short so that the air could flow through the bottom, so that there's always like fresh air coming in, and I always have the front windows cracked at least a little bit. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to show you. These are awesome. I love these things. These mean that I can have my windows cracked even when it's raining. I had to get a little bit of sealant and go around them. It looks really messy. I should probably clean that up. But they did leak, water leaked through there, and it would come inside that way. So let's see, what else? I keep my water down there. I've got this three-way thing. It's got a cigarette lighter adapter, another one, and then 2 USB. I can charge phones or whatever I want through there. That's pretty cool. I've got these big storage areas back here. I keep my vintage condom collection back there. No, I won't show you. And got another one back here. I keep all kinds of stuff in. I've got the remote for these fairy lights. I love these fairy lights at night. It is such a nice ambiance that it's like candlelight or something. It's really, really pleasant. And so the ceiling for insulation, I have 1-inch insulation in between like the ribs of the ceiling, and then just like little, I think it's like 1/2 inch like on the ribs, and then this piece of Luan, just bare Luan, which looks really nice by itself. And little glow-in-the-dark stars everywhere, which are really cool at night, because I can just lay down and be like, whoa, dude, whoa, dude, whoa. So it's pretty cool. And then I put this fan up here. I used to have a oscillating one, and it broke. I had to replace it. This one doesn't oscillate, but whatever. This helps a lot when it's hot, and when I run my heater. I run this thing, so it just moves the heat all over the thing, and keeps the air circulating, because I crack my door open, so there's fresh air and hot air going through the whole thing, fresh oxygen and warm air. Let's see here. What else I got? I keep my stove right here, all my basic food things here. I guess I should show you how the bed comes out. Oh, you know what I forgot? The floor. So I have what is this stuff called? It's fake wood, laminate wood floor, and it looks really nice. I just got it really cheap at Lowe's. And under it is Luan. And by the way, I have an entire build series of how I put this fan together. I think it's its own playlist. Check out my playlist. Yeah, it's van build number 2. It's very step-by-step, very detailed how I put this entire thing together. If you're looking to build a van and you don't know how, that would be a really cool place for you to check out. So check those vids out too. What was I talking about? Insulation, yeah, so the ceiling's Luan, and then the walls, I put this vinyl, I glued it on with this 3M, what was it, like Super 80 or something, spray, and it totally stayed on great. It hasn't come off at all. I've been through some really hot days too. And under that is Thinsulate, which is an awesome, amazing insulating material, because it's super thin, it's super light, and it does not grow mold. It's very breathable. It doesn't hold water, so I won't have any problems with that. I had problems with denim insulation before, holding the moisture, and mold didn't seem to grow on it, but it grew on everything that the denim was touching, and that was a big problem, because I was really sick for months because I had mold in this thing a while back, which is one of the reasons why I rebuilt this thing the way it is now. But yeah, this vinyl is just a really, really nice touch. I got the idea from Mike from Backroads Vanner. Check out his channel. He's got a really cool channel. He's got some really cool videos on there. He's got some great tours and some great how-to videos. So yeah, check his channel out for sure. Windows are blackout fabric on really cheap, crappy curtain rods, which I do not trust at all. I need to clean this glue off. It looks really gross. And then Reflectix with blackout fabric on the other side, so that it just looks black on the other side. And then I use these little magnets, these little neodymium magnets to stick it on. So let me get this camera on a tripod real quick, and I'll show you how I fold out the bed. All right, so I like this van. I love this van. I'm proud of what I've done with this van, but everything is a pain in the ass. So this is how I have to unfold the bed. This flops over. On the bottom part are rubber feet so it doesn't slide around, and on the part that's touching the ground now I put felt feet so that I can slide it easily without scratching up my floor at all. And then this goes back here. I usually have a couple other things that go under here. I actually broke this board off the other night, which sucks, but I'll fix it today. I'll have to bust out my drill, see like things are falling, and then you have to kind of yank this thing out, and you have to get it so that it doesn't go too far this way, otherwise it'll get stuck. And then this just comes down, and bam, woo, time for sleep. Yeah, so it actually it works pretty easily. And then I just keep all my blankets back here and just pull them out when I'm ready to go to bed. And then to put it back, I stick my hand under here, pop it up like that, stick it up there. And yeah, this board right here is missing. You can see it's got the teeth so that the bed is able to breathe, and it's a little more lightweight. The thing with this build is it's very heavy. All this wood is heavy. I built it as light as I possibly could, but it's still so heavy. It's kind of a... got it. It's, yeah, I just noticed that when I drove it after I put it all back together, the gas mileage went down. It doesn't handle as good. It doesn't brake as good. And I just did a tour a few days ago, actually like a month ago, but I released it a few days ago, where my buddy John made these vans out of foam. Instead of using wood, which is heavy as hell, and you have to have power tools and stuff to cut it, he used foam, which is amazing. And he glued fiberglass window screen to it and made it ultra strong and ultra lightweight. I've got a video on that. Make sure you check that out, Van Dwelling playlist again. He did an extremely detailed, well-written write-up on it on my website, intothemystery13.com, so check that out. Again, there's an article for the fridge thing too, and I'm starting a forum on that website soon too, so keep your eyes out for that. As soon as I can figure out how, this web design stuff is not as easy as I thought it would be. But anyway, yeah, that's my van, guys, so I hope you dig it. Oh, I have a battery isolator too, and that helped tremendously. Yeah, I should talk about the electricity thing real quick. So I have 93 amp hour battery, 500 watt power inverter, which is plenty for what I do, just charging laptop and stuff, and phones and camera batteries, stuff like that. And 100 watt solar panel, PWM I think is the right initials or acronym or whatever for the controller. It's not like the good MPPT one. And then the battery isolator and 93 amp hour battery. If I don't drive for like 20 minutes at least, like every day, unless it's sunny out all day, then my battery goes too low and it doesn't handle the lights being on at night, the fan, the fridge, charging the laptop battery, charging the camera batteries and stuff. So I have to drive it like 20 minutes a day. I think that like 200 amp hours would be ideal for my situation, and probably another 100 watt solar panel and maybe a more efficient controller. But I got what I got, and I think I'm gonna get a new van because I spend about an hour doing little stuff, like looking for stuff and moving something to get to something else. And it's just, when you think about it, that's like 360 hours a year or whatever. So that's like, I mean, if I was getting $10 an hour for that, it's 3,600 bucks. Like, I could buy a new van for that money. So when you think about time is money, like convenience, like yes, this van is simple, but everything is inconvenient. Nothing is easy. I cannot just cook food. I cannot just go to the kitchen and cook food. I cannot just go to bed. I cannot just pull out a pair of socks without folding up my bed. Like, I have to do things in a very specific order. Things have to be moved to get to other things and all this. So it's just a little inconvenient, and it's starting to wear on me and get old. So I want a bigger van so I can make things very convenient. I can just lay down in bed, go to bed. I can have a kitchen ready all the time, just make food, that's it. Don't have to mess with stuff. And yeah, so that's basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Love yourself.